Welcome to Kohut's Corner. I'm Mr. Kohut, principal of Swampscott High School. The Swampscott High School math team has been on a tear. The team recently won its 6th consecutive meet against Revere. Joining us are two of our mathletes, Boris and Effie. Welcome to Kohut's Corner.
It's nice to be here. Thank you.
Can you just tell the audience a little bit about yourselves, name and year?
I'm Effie Cobbett, and I'm a senior.
I'm Boris Yevdokimov, and I am a junior.
Terrific. So tell us a little bit about math team. Like, what are the competitions like? I've popped into them up on the 3rd floor, kind of observed them, but I don't know if everyone's necessarily familiar with how they sort of function. So tell us a little bit about what that's like.
So usually there are between 5 and 7 schools that
Okay.
compete at one competition. And how it works is there are 6 different rounds. Each one has a different topic and consists of 3 questions which you have to answer. And then there's also a team round where
Okay.
you work together to solve several problems.
And I assume that's time. That's all time.
Yes,
right?
you have 10 minutes per each round. And
Okay.
12 minutes for the
Okay.
team round.
And what? Tell me about your interest in math. Are you both thinking about studying math after high school, careers in that field, or a field that's really math-centric?
Yes, I am thinking about going into computer science
Okay.
or some sort of high engineering job.
Okay.
So I'd say math is something I'm
Sure.
going to study.
Absolutely. That's great. That's terrific.
I'd like to go into bioengineering
Okay.
field, which is definitely going to have a lot of math.
Sure.
I've looked at some of the courses that I'll be taking, and yeah, lots of math, heavy math. I'm very excited.
That's great. That's terrific. So Mr. Trask, Coach Trask, was kind enough to share a problem with Kohut's Corner. So what's going to happen is it's going to pop up right here on the screen. And I actually have some paper here, a pen, a pencil, for you all to solve it.
Do you want the pen or the pencil? Maybe this?
I feel like I should have the Jeopardy theme playing.
You're always faster than me.
We'll wrap it up real quick. Boris, I'm going to hand this to you. Yeah, no problem.
Okay, so we need to find what 1 plus I to the power of 7 multiplied by 1 minus I to the power of 4 is. So the first step would be to split it up into 1 plus I to the power of 3 multiplied by 1 plus I to the power of 4 multiplied by 1 minus I to the power of 4. That way you can use difference of squares if you combine the 2 terms that are to the power of 4. So you would be left with 1 plus I to the power of 3 multiplied by 1 minus I multiplied by 1 plus I, and all of that to the power of 4. And that is simply difference of squares. 1 minus I times 1 plus I would just equal to 2. And then so you would get 1 plus I to the power of 3 multiplied by 2 to the power of 4. And then after that, we can find what 1 plus I squared is, which would be 2I. So we would get 1 plus I multiplied by 2I multiplied by 16. And then we can distribute the 1 plus I. So we would be left with 2I minus 2 multiplied by 16. And then when we multiply those two out, we'd be left with negative 32 plus 32I.
Amazing. That's great work, both of you. That's awesome. Sounds good to me. I'm an English teacher, so, but yeah, I believe you. Sounds great. Very impressive. We're all so proud of the math team. You have another meet coming up
In a couple
December,
of weeks.
I believe,
Yeah.
right? And but that's away, right?
We're gonna do it here.
Oh, it's here. All
Yeah.
right, great. That's terrific. Congratulations. Wish you both the best of luck. Have a happy Thanksgiving.
Thank you.
Thanks for being on Kohut's Corner. Our cross-country team recently finished their season on a high note, with many runners competing in the MIAA All-States in Devens, Massachusetts. Joining me on Kohut's Corner are several of our runners. Welcome to Kohut's Corner.
Thank you.
So if you could just like introduce yourselves and just say what year you are.
I'm Annabelle Avert, and I'm a freshman.
I'm Colette Heil, and I'm a senior.
I'm Simon Brown, and I'm a junior.
I'm Anthony Kalel, and I'm a sophomore.
All right, well, welcome everyone. So when you're running in different courses, obviously like all around the state, is there a particular course that you like really enjoy or maybe even really dislike?
Probably my favorite course so far has been the Peabody course.
Okay.
It's very consistent year to year, and it's very fast.
Okay.
It's great.
Meaning like flat?
Yeah, it's
Okay.
pretty flat, but also it has some hills, which is good because I like to run hills.
Okay. You like to run hills?
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
I think I also like the PVD course for some of the same reasons. And it also has an apple orchard, so we can.
Oh, that's cool.
We just always steal apples. I think we got like 30 apples or something just for free. I don't know.
Do you eat those apples while running?
Some people do while they're racing, just I guess extra energy.
That's impressive.
I like Deer Island in Winthrop.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
Because, yeah, it's really pretty. I like that it's, like, separate from the town.
You probably get a breeze too?
Yeah.
Yep. Okay.
I also like Deer Island. It's very scenic, but it's also very beautiful, but it's very hilly.
Okay.
Lots of big hills.
So you like the hills?
Hills, I feel like for some of us are definitely advantages.
Okay.
Like I feel like some are better at hills than others.
Interesting.
So it's an advantage for us.
That's great. So aside from the cross-country meets that you're involved in, do you do other races like 5Ks, 10Ks, that sort of stuff?
We do the one at Franklin Park, right?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
What is it?
Are you talking about, like, outside of the season?
Yeah, just unrelated to school.
This year and last year, I'm doing the Thanksgiving one
Okay.
in Salem. Or
Great.
last year I did it in Salem, and this year I'm doing it, like, Andover or
Okay.
something. But
Yeah, I'm also gonna do a run on like Thanksgiving morning. It's like a 5 mile in Salem, I
Like
think.
a turkey trot kind
Yeah,
of thing?
yeah.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah, so we just and like all year round, we just do like random 5Ks and
Right,
whatnot.
right.
Yeah.
Stay in shape, obviously, right?
Yeah.
That's great.
Yeah, I'm also going to be doing the Salem 5 miler. And yeah, kind of like how Simon said, there's different invitationals and different, like, kind of just road races that we can do all year round.
Great. How do you stay motivated while you're running? Because obviously you can't use headphones. I know running a lot of it is obviously physical, but it's also mental. So what do you focus on? Any tricks?
Well, at least for me, I focus a lot kind of on the competition side. Like, obviously, I want to try and win. So
Right.
just, like, passing people can be a great motivator, or just trying to, like, keep someone who's close to you from passing you. That can be a challenge, and that can be something to focus on.
So you're thinking about that as you're running, obviously.
Yeah.
Yeah, I agree. I just focus on the person ahead of me, if there is anyone, and then yeah, I just like I know it's like I'm not going to be running for very long. It's
Right.
like it's only 3 miles, but yeah, it's like it'll be yeah, that's yeah, it'll be over soon.
Only 3 miles.
yeah, I do the same thing. I like pacing off people. And I know that, like, me and Annabelle are usually pretty, like, we're always the same distance apart, like, almost every race. Yeah, it's always, like, a minute apart.
Okay.
So I just, like, know how far away I'm supposed to be from her. So I just pace off Annabelle a lot.
I just try and, like, push myself every single run and just try and go, like, a fastly comfortable pace. But what keeps me going is mostly I just, like, repeat, like, sentences in my head that'll just keep me going. Or I'll play some music in my head if I remember it.
Okay, yeah.
Because I'm not allowed to have it, but I'll be, like, singing one lyric in my head over and over again.
Over and over again.
Yeah, keep me
You ever
distracted.
sing aloud while you're running?
No, but in my head. But I just try to keep myself distracted.
Okay.
Actually, we did sing a lot.
Yeah, we did
You
sing
did?
out loud once during a meet at Deer Island. Me and Colette, we started singing Halo.
Did that psych out the competition?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Well, that's great. Well, we're also proud of you, proud of the whole team. It's great. Thank you all for being on Kohut's Corner. Have a happy Thanksgiving.
Thank you.
This episode's book is The Anxious Generation, How the Great Rewiring of Childhood is Causing an Epidemic of Mental Illness by Jonathan Haidt. This book was published this year, and it explores the rise in mental illness among young people and the factors that contribute to it. Haidt's main argument is that the combination of what he calls overprotection in the real world, the decline of a play-based childhood, and the rise of smartphones has led to a rewiring of childhood that has harmed kids. Haidt's argument is supported by research and is highly convincing. I strongly recommend checking it out. Thanks for joining me on Kohut's Corner. I wish you all a happy Thanksgiving.